I don't know what these pylons are for, though. Maybe it's a road or something. But yesterday, sort of the big thing, the thing we wanted to get into most here at Comic-Con was the Sony panel. And Sony's panel was 2.5 hours long, and they were showcasing a bunch of different films. They were showcasing the new Ghost Rider film, Nicolas Cage. It's being directed by completely new directors who I've suddenly forgot, but they did. They worked on the films Crank, which are very sort of over-the-top action films. A lot of driving in it. Not really known for their stories, but definitely known for just these great action sequences. So they're working on the new Knight Rider, and they showed it, and I was actually really stoked for it. You definitely have to keep in mind that when you're in a room full of thousands of fans and the director's right there, you can't help but go into that sort of fan mode. I'm just gonna sit down, I think. Oh yes, beach, sand. But so seeing that was really cool. They had it in 3D, and it was just, it's like, I'm actually kind of excited for this movie, considering the last Ghost Rider didn't really do that well. But it's cool to see Nicolas Cage still sort of take on the property. I mean, he says it's because he wants to sort of readdress that character. So it's very cool to see Nicolas Cage at all in person. Next was 30 Minutes or Less, and that's the new, Jesse Eisenberg movie. It's got, what's his name? I can't remember. I'm not going to embarrass myself trying to pronounce it. But it's this comedy movie about Jesse Eisenberg gets strapped into a vest that's just full of bombs, and he has to go rob a bank and do all this stuff. And he's just typical sort of Jesse Eisenberg character of nerdy, wimpy, sort of average guy, and how he's dealing with that situation. But that was a hilarious panel. He wasn't there. A bunch of the actors in the movie were there, though. Directed by the same guy who did Zombieland. But it was just, I was crying in laughter at parts of that panel. Another movie that they showcased was, I'm having a mind blank. Because they showed Spider-Man there as well, but they showed one other movie, and now I can't remember. God, this is what happens when you have such little sleep. Let me see if I can find it. I don't even think I can. Anyways, I'll just go into Spider-Man, because that was really the main reason everyone was there. Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, The Amazing Spider-Man, with Mark Webb's directing it, director of 500 Days of Summer. It's got Andrew Garfield in it, who Alex and I are both huge fans of. Just between Social Network, Dr. Never Let Me Go, all that sort of stuff. He's a great guy, and it was so cool because if you saw go check out the other video we put up. He sort of started the panel off by being in the fans' perspective, being in this crappy Spider-Man costume, and just sort of giving this speech about how Spider-Man sort of affected him, and it's just like, go Spider-Man. It's like, and then they showed the trailer, which is awesome. There's some parts which people didn't feel were great. There's this whole sequence that's like a lot of people are talking about, which is very much like Mirror's Edge, the video game, where it's all in first-person perspective, and it's actually you sort of running. And a lot of people didn't really know how to react to it. I actually, there's a plane going by overhead. I'm not sure if you can still hear me, but I really liked it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Mirror's Edge, anyways, but it felt like a cool sort of game or interactive theme park ride. And it's like, why not bring that to Spider-Man and sort of get that perspective? I'm not sure if they'll keep that in the movie. I'm not sure if that was just for the actual trailer. But then they showcase a good 6 or 7 minutes of just footage from the film. And they disclose that there's still green screen and stuff in it. There's still wires, but it's like, oh wow, Mark Webb has really nailed just those character interactions and just the feeling of a younger Spider-Man. He's in high school. And Andrew Garfield is fantastic in it. He plays the part perfectly. He's got that skinny, nerdy appeal to him, but at the same time, he's very sort of real, and he's bringing a more lighthearted approach to the Spider-Man character that Tobey Maguire didn't really do, because Tobey Maguire, while it was supposed to be young, was an older sort of Spider-Man, whereas this is very much the Amazing Spider-Man, the ultimate Spider-Man. I was blown away, because it's like that's sort of my kind of Spider-Man. That's the Spider-Man I grew up with, and it was like not almost in tears, but just really sort of in the moment and very sort of emotional watching Andrew Garfield be so emotional about the character. And it's like, oh, they all are loving what they're doing. They all, everyone working on that film is fantastic. They showed the villain, Dr. Connor, who plays Lizard Man, and I don't know, I'm sort of hesitant to say that I really like the character design. It's very early on still, but it doesn't have that traditional... Like, when I think of the Spider-Man cartoon, I think of, he's in those... he's got the long sort of jaw, and he's got the lab coat on, and they've sort of totally stripped it away from him. He's very much just like a lizard man. He's very rounded, and I don't know. We'll see how that all works out. The characters, though, look very cool. So, yeah, that's sort of day 2 of Comic-Con. We still have tomorrow and today. Like I said, I'm at the beach. Later today, I'm going to be going down to IGN's meet and greet. And then later tonight, actually on this beach, I think somewhere, I'm not sure where, Pendleton Ward, creator of Adventure Time, is going to be having some sort of beach party. And it's like, hell yeah, I'll go to a beach party. But I wanted to go swimming while it's nice out, so now I'm going to go swimming. Peace out.